Today we are speaking to Kiara Bouw. She'll actually introduce herself, but she was the recipient of the Emerging Entrepreneur Award at Jamboree 2019. So welcome, Kiara. Thank you so much for coming on to this with us.
Hi, Christy. Pleasure to be here.
Would you just like to tell us who you are? What do you do? Just give us a little bit of background, please.
As you said, my name is Kiara Bouw. I'm a scholar on the foundation. I'm in grade 12 and I'm attending Collegiate Girls High School in Port Elizabeth.
Great. Okay, so you are in Matric and you are part of the scholarship. Okay,
Yes.
So when did you first realize that you wanted to become an entrepreneur?
I think entrepreneurship was always a part of my life growing up and in primary school. So joining Alan Gray and being in the high school, I then realized that this is a career path and it's bigger than the way I perceived it, because I saw it as just a means of survival rather than, selling something to get a profit. It was selling something because I needed something,
That's great. That actually reminds me, I was watching a clip of you from, I think it was last year or one of the previous years, and you said something that stuck with me, and you're like, entrepreneurship isn't, to you, it's not about making the most money, but the biggest impact. And I thought that was so profound. So you pitched at Jamboree last year, 2019. What did pitching at Jamboree mean for your entrepreneurial journey?
I can still remember my heart racing when they called my name at Jamboree. This basically solidified my vision, and it was the start of my dream becoming a reality.
That's great. So you were one of the very few, I don't know how many you were, but I remember it not being many. You're one of the few scholars who did pitch at Jamboree last year. And then you were the only scholar to make it to the top 15. How incredible. I remember you were such a big hit. The crowd loved you. How did that feel? I mean, you must have been like, I feel intimidated at Jamboree sometimes. And you came as a grade 11 student and pitch. Please explain to us, walk us through how that process felt.
In the beginning, I must admit, it was very intimidating, being surrounded by just university people and fellows, and I'm just here with my little grade 11 self. It was very intimidating in the beginning. But then slowly, everyone kind of their energies bounced off of one another, and people were more encouraging, and they were really interested in the fact that I was still in high school, and they were very motivating. So I felt like I could learn from the fellows rather than being scared of them. So yeah, that really, really helped me.
That's good. And then tell us about post Jamboree. How did Jamboree help build you onto your idea? How did you move forward with it? What has happened since?
Well, Jamboree really gave me a larger social network. So I got contacts from the candidate fellows and I got to know people. Since then, I've now moved on into developing the app. So we've got our first front end demo done, and now we're just pitching to local grocery stores. So recently we pitched to the owner of Spa here in Ring Street in Port Elizabeth, and now we're trying to get the proposal to head office and then get Spa as a brand on board with building the app, because I realized how expensive it is to actually develop the app, but it's really exciting to see it start materializing and becoming a reality.
That's amazing. So do you have a team at the moment that you work with?
I've got a partner, so it's my friend and I. He's really into software development. He's got his own upcoming business, so I've used him as a resource. And then on the sideline, I've got some mentors that I met in the fellowship. These are candidate fellows, so they really have been a big help. Although my main focus for this year has been completing Matric, just getting through it. but yeah.
That's good. I think that's one of the amazing things about Jamboree, and one of the benefits is that you are able to find and partner up with so many different people at the same time. So I like, it's one thing I love about Jamboree. But okay, since becoming a scholar on the foundation, how have you grown as an entrepreneur, like in your individual capacity?
I've gained skills that have equipped me with knowledge to put into practice. I feel like some of these skills entrepreneurs only get after having years of experience. So the foundation kind of gives you that edge and the upper hand by giving you that skills and the knowledge now rather than later. I've grown from developing an idea into like theory, into like practice, and then just developing and going from bigger to better business ventures over the years. So
I think you described it so well. I think the foundation and even Jamboree specifically just accelerates the process of taking something from the ideation phase straight to development. So that's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that you've taken your idea further. Would you like to tell people what your idea was? I don't know.
sure, yeah, always excited to pitch. So
let's go. I'm going to keep it on the wraps, but what was your idea? What is your app about?
My app is a web-based app that basically rewards people for disposing of plastic correctly. So you basically get consumer credits for throwing away plastic. So you throw away 500 grams of plastic, and then you maybe get 50 points at your local grocery store, and then it just helps you get those basic needs, helping people who need it.
Amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. I mean, I'm a sucker for points, so I will be definitely using that. And then, helping the environment as well. It's just a win-win-win-win-win. But thank you so much for coming on to this. I think we'll just end off. If you'd like to end off with some advice you'd give to other scholars or even just anyone else on their entrepreneurial journeys, what advice would you give?
Well, I think that the foundation is filled with scholars that have the potential to be entrepreneurs, but they're not making any moves because they think it's either too big or it's too difficult. But I feel like if you just start, any progress is still progress. I had a quote that really stuck with me, which was, if your dreams don't scare you, then they're not big enough. And I think that really impacted me and helped me push for Plastigo to become a reality. So I think that they shouldn't, and for anyone in general, not just scholars, don't rush the process. This really does take a lot of time. And I think that you should just look for the little lessons in between each encounter and each challenge that you have. So for me, I really stand by the 3Ds, and that is determination, discipline, and dedication. Yeah.
Amazing. So there you heard it, guys. Kiara says just start and take the little lessons. I think that's like the biggest obstacle is just to start. So I think that's amazing advice. But thank you so much, Kiara, for joining us. I look forward to seeing you. Are you pitching at DigiJam this year?
No, I won't be pitching at DigiJam this year. I'm going to try and enjoy the other side of Jamboree. I don't know if we'll have master classes, but I really missed that last year. And I want to focus on just finishing off strong. So, yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. But then I'll see you online on DigiJam. But thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And good luck for the rest of your year and with your entrepreneurial endeavors.
Thank you. Thank you very much.